Yes, my people, dear destinies, welcome back to another video. We'll do a trade recap video where we will go through some trades that that we have taken up until during this week. We're taking multiple trades, and honestly, it's been a rough trading week so far. I've taken multiple L's, honestly. We'll go through them, and I will go through some trades that I'm currently in. Let's start with the trade that I'm currently in, and yeah, it is NSD USD. And at this moment, I am in a drawdown. I entered some long positions from this area, and my stop loss is at this swing low. So this was a trade that I've been looking for a while, and why I did look for that is because of this price action where we did take out some sell side. We made this push up, and then I want the price to get back to this imbalance and maybe take out this swing low before entering a buy, as you guys can see here. But price failed to get all the way down here. We came to around 50% of the range, and we pushed up and hit that potential TP. So yeah, so we did not catch that move. So what is currently happening? I am looking for, it is FOMC in about 1 hour. So 14 p.m. it's when it's FOMC, right? And I am looking for dollar weakness. Why I'm saying that is I am bearish on dollar. I do think that dollar will get some kind of bearish reaction, and that is why I am very bullish on I'm not very at any moment, but I am more bullish. I'm leaning more bullish than bearish on the trades. On the DXY, right? So that's why I was looking at some longs on NSD beforehand that I just showed you, and that is why I'm also bullish now. But the very fact that that FOMC is in about 1 hour has led for the markets to be in an undecisive kind of condition where we just go ups and down, and it is just liquidity rates kind of setups at this very moment, because price is waiting for the FOMC news. So which is why it has been quite a choppy market, and I have been a victim of that. So it's my fault also for not being more having more focus and saying that beforehand. So that is why. So this is the first trade that I will show you. This is a trade that I'm currently in a drawdown. My stop loss is at this low, and yeah, the TP is supposed to be this orange area. So it's a 1 to 2.5, but I'm in a bit of a drawdown. So yeah, let's see how that goes. And the very fact that we are currently trading below the EMA is just showing us that we are above on the H4. So let's follow the higher time frame. So we can see that price has been chopping, and from this trade we have been pushing up and up and up. So as long as we are not taking out this swing low, we should maybe get a reaction. I would anticipate. If we get below this low, then we could attack these equal lows and maybe push even further down. That's basically it. So the first trade here, and then the second trade or the second pair that I've been trading for, some trades which has been a victim of these choppy markets, is of course Euro USD. This has been quite a choppy market. So what did we see? I took 2 trades. I lost both of them. I think I took a third trade, honestly. 3 different setups, all losses. So my stop loss was below this low, and my TP was this high to the left. So this high to the left is my draw of liquidity. So basically, I am bullish on DXY. I'm bearish on DXY, and I'm bullish on the foreign pairs, right? So the first trade that I did take, which was a buy, was we did see the price came down. Let's do from a daily. As you guys can see, we are in this swing low. We do have that swing low here, and the swing high here, right? So, and when the swing low and the swing high is intact, we know that this is our range, right? And from there, we have seen price pushing down. We pushed up. And then we broke this low once again. So we know how we're looking. So we broke this low again, and that's where I thought that, okay, price is probably want to go head down, right? So if we go down to the H4, this orange area is the H4, it's the body to body. So yeah, it's this. So what did happen was that price was, as you can, if you follow the white line, we can see what happened. Well, we were making higher highs, and I thought that, okay, we will probably head to the previous daily high. And what did happen was this was our swing low, swing high. We made a push down, entered this busy. We pushed up, and then we did have this bearish engulfing pattern on this H4. Yeah, so you can see this bearish engulfing 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 candles, right? So this closed below this body, and that's where I was like, okay, now we are probably bearish because of this price action, which is why if you go down to the H1, it will be much clearer. But when price pushed up, we made a higher high, and this is where I put my buy limit, right? So I was like, okay, we will target that previous daily high, this level. Price just went through. This is why you're also not supposed to trade every day, but yeah. So what price did was this low, which was a New York low, swing low, was taken out. We pushed up. We pushed up during Asia, came down a bit lower, pushed up once again, and then we pushed down, right? And once we pushed down, the trade that I lost was, I had a buy limit here, the trade was taken out, right? So when this low was taken out, I was like, okay, price will want to go down now, because, and then we have this, I saw this sell side liquidity. In my mind, when you see this kind of price action where price has issue going up and down, you're not supposed to do anything. But during this day, I didn't check the Forex Factory calendar, so I didn't know it was a it was a FOMC week, right? So when price took out this swing low, and I was like, okay, now we do have that range from this high to this low. So I had a range from this high till this low. And what did price do? Price during Asia pushed down, and then we pushed up, right? And then during London, we had this perfect entry. We get triggered. We get in a bit of a profit. But then price somehow, I don't know why. I know it's these kind of markets. You need to understand. Price just pushed up, right? Price pushed up. Took out my stop loss, took out this high, and I was in this, when this happened, I was not fuming, but I was like, trading is not for the weak, and I'm trading live money, so I'm not trading with some demo freaking account. Like I'm trading with real money. But when I saw price disrespecting this high once again, and we were this close to that previous daily high, I was like, okay, I would take one last trade. So I had a buy limit. This came at, yeah, it's 300. I had my buy limit here. So what price did was that I had like I will try to find it on the M5 time frame, but here I have my stop loss like this, and then my TP was that previous daily high, right? Let's see on the M5. I think it would be much clearer why I entered there. It was this last M5 bullish order block. I remember it. So it was a little bit more down. So I was around here. So 280, 290. So I was like four pips from that trade. And then price missed me and then hit that TP once again. The same as NSD USD, right? We hit that previous daily high, that TP, but I wasn't in trade because I wasn't triggered. But so I missed a second trade, which would have been a W. And now, when price then pushed down after taking out some buy side liquidity, this was during the Asia, we pushed up. And then we see this kind of range consolidating. This is only because it's FOMC. This is why you should, after, if I'm losing on the NSD, I won't trade more today. So what price did here was that I saw this price action. I saw that we had that we were ranging. We then took out. It was this. We then took out that buy side liquidity, and I was like, okay, stop loss below here, and I was targeting like a 1 to 3 or a little bit more. It was the psychological number. Yeah, 1 to 6. But I would have taken out TPs when we would have entered some important levels, right? So what price did was we pushed up, came down, triggered me. I was a little bit drawdown, almost taken out. We pushed up again, and then the market was selling again. It was selling again, and yeah, nothing crazy there except that I did not see that coming. So I had a third loss on Euro USD. Just two. No, it's not. It was Monday, Tuesday, and now today Wednesday. So yeah, 3 losses, which is not good for the self-confidence. Honestly, it's not good to lose, but you need to lose in order to understand. So what is my lessons from these trades? Number one, which I have seen multiple times, is that market structure, you need to understand it at a deeper level. It's not just about market structure. What works for me is that when we have formed a traditional, let's say a traditional, this is a gem that works for me, but let's say that we have a traditional bearish range from this high to this low. I prefer to counter trend here. So when I see the price is disrespecting this overall trend, which is bearish in this case, and we start to see bullishness, I like to take buys, the counter trend in this case, and target like specific levels where we could enter some trades from. Euro and all of these, we do have this weekly BC also, which we can't forget, but yeah, in this case I can't seem to see anything. Like, I don't know what price wants to do. So we need to just, yeah, now there's no volume. This is the last H4 candle in this day. So yeah, and this one looks to be a loss once again. So, and this is a honest live video. I'm currently losing, and this is a very transparent video. I'm not lying about anything. I'm just taking the trades that looks good to me, looks good for the setups, and yeah, we do have EuroJPY, which also was my biggest win during Monday. So I did take a sell. And this is another important video that we need to understand. when you see, how can I say? Da, 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 da. So one of the most important thing is that you need to understand like liquidity. So I will give you two like different cases. And what I have been seeing is that often when we do have this imbalance, or when we do have this imbalance and we haven't taken out a buy side liquidity or the objective of this trend, then we may use this imbalance to our favors, right? But if price, like in this case, have, because I did take a sell, I did take a rally down here, and then I had a buy limit because I thought that it would respect the swing high, the swing low. But what did price do? We took it out, we disrespected it. So what I have been seeing for most times is when we do only have one big bullish busy, and we have for fact taken out like buy side liquidity here, 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 and then we just have one simple imbalance, price will most likely want to rebalance that price, right? So it wants to rebalance that price. So I saw this opportunity, took a sell around it down here to 400. It just hit my TP, and then I had a buy limit here because what I did was, yeah, so I did have a long from, I had a super beautiful entry, or I thought. I got triggered on this week, and this was the game plan. And yeah, this was the win that I was referring to earlier on a different video. And I also had a short from around this area. I will go through the trade, and yeah. So let's go through that short first. So let's not make it this wide. Let's not make it this wide. So what we did see here, this was not a gamble, but what I did see when taking this trade was that we had pushed a lot, right? And we had taken out buy side liquidity. And then you need to ask your question. You need to ask yourself. The question is, when is it price is how do you say, retracing, right? So when is it, if price has been super bullish and it's pushing up, when does it want to retrace, right? Because nothing can just go on forever. Some use like old levels, and they go back like 16 months or whatever, and see like, oh, this got a rejection from here. But what I have seen is that price just need to hit specific levels in the form of a imbalance, or in the form of taking out liquidity, either buy side or sell side. You understand? And when price is doing that, you can anticipate that it will get some kind of reaction. And yeah, so what we did see is that we had taken out this buy side liquidity, which is this black line, and now what we saw was that, okay, price is ready to go down, right? Sorry, it's ready to go up. And why is that? We had a high, lower high, push up, higher low. Then we had this higher high compared to this one, and then we had a shift, right? And that's when I entered my short, um, and this was a Sunday trade. I think it was a sell just during the Sunday, um, and this was my honestly this was my trade. I had a stop loss about this, and if I remember correctly, this was also the H4. Yeah, this was also the H4 swing point or swing high. And then what did happen was I did enter. Let's see if we get even better on the M5. Um, so yeah, we pushed down, we pushed up once again. I had a super beautiful entry, and yeah, I did go against my rules here with not taking trades during kill zones, but I thought that this would be a good risk. So I went against my rules, which is a loss, even though I won. That won't happen again. I don't give a damn if I'm winning, but I need to stick to my rules. I need to be systematic, right? So what the price did was that yeah, it went down during the day. It hit my TP so beautiful, and then my buy limit got entered, and I was in a quick. I was in a quick profit with price pushing up, and then it just plummeted. And then what did happen was price, yeah, took out all these lows, right? And now from here, let's see how the daily looks. We need to see how price is respecting this level. If we're seeing bearish rejection from this level, we could see lower prices, right? Because at this moment it could go either way, but the very fact, so we do have a old imbalance which was disrespected, and so yeah, we need to see how price is respecting this level. We could go either way, but now on the H4, on the daily, we are also body to body, we are below. This is just damage, but we need to look at the bodies, and on the bodies we can see that we have closed below this structure low, right? So but we haven't closed below that wick, so we need to wait and see, but we did have this imbalance, right? um, so then price, as you guys can see, took up my stop loss. Nothing crazy there, so it's a loss. Yeah, and now those are the only trades that I have taken this week. So this was the only win that I did take, but it was a bigger win. This was a loss. Euro was a loss, and then we have USD CAD. because the thing is with this one is I haven't taken a trade here, so I won't make a video about this, but this is also a trade that you guys need to look out for, because this is also waiting for some FOMC. This could go either way, so you just need to have some ice in your veins and just wait for the right timing. So yeah, so this is the market recap for the 5th, 6th, and 7th of May. And yeah, FOMC in about 40 minutes. Yeah, see you guys either today during the news or maybe tomorrow. Okay, see you guys soon.